departures we mentioned earlier.
Ionescu through a crowd. Chicago basketball.
Former Chicago Sky star Chennedy Carter offered huge sum of money to come back to Chicago SK to replace Angel Reese. Please subscribe to this channel so that you will not miss out on any information. For the second year in a row, Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky find themselves watching the postseason from afar. The 2025 WNBA season has been another year of disappointment for the franchise, which now sits at 9-30 with just 3 regular season games remaining. The losses have piled up, and so has the frustration, not just from fans but also from players like Reese, who has made it clear she expects more from the organization moving forward. Last season offered glimpses of hope. Chicago hovered around playoff contention at the time of the All-Star break in 2024, giving supporters a sense that perhaps the team could make a late push. Instead, a steep drop-off in performance over the final stretch of the year saw the Sky collapse to a 13-27 record, extinguishing any postseason dreams. That disappointment carried into this year, and the feeling around the team is that too little has changed, a painful cycle that Reese is no longer willing to accept quietly. A major turning point for the Sky came with the departure of guard Chennedy Carter. During the 2024 campaign, Carter emerged as one of the team's brightest stars. Her ability to attack the basket, create her own shot, and provide instant offense made her a vital part of Chicago's identity. Averaging a team-best 17.5 points per game along with 3.1 assists, Carter became the engine that kept the Sky competitive. She even found herself in All-Star conversations, though she narrowly missed the final cut. But in a surprising move that shocked both fans and analysts, the Sky front office chose not to extend her a qualifying offer after the season. That decision effectively ended her time in Chicago and left her without a team in the WNBA during the 2025 season. For a franchise desperate for reliable scoring, letting go of a proven offensive weapon seemed puzzling, and the consequences of that decision have echoed throughout this year. Without Carter, Chicago's offense has struggled mightily. The team ranks last in the league, averaging just 75.8 points per game. Possessions often stall, the ball movement looks stagnant, and opposing defenses find it easier to key in on Reese and other scorers because there is no dynamic guard like Carter to relieve the pressure. In many ways, the absence of Carter symbolizes the Sky's broader struggles, a team that cannot seem to replace what it has lost and is still searching for an identity. Although Carter did not suit up in the WNBA this year, she stayed busy on the international stage. She joined the Atletas de Chihuahua of Mexico's Liga Nacional de Baloncesto Profesional Femenil, LNBPF, and quickly reminded everyone why she is such a special talent. Averaging 15.8 points and 3.7 assists per game, Carter carried her team to a first-place finish in the regular season. Her aggressive style of play and ability to score from anywhere on the floor translated seamlessly into international competition. However, the Atletas' postseason run fell short of a championship, as they were eliminated from the playoffs earlier than expected. Still, Carter's success in Mexico reignited discussions about whether she deserves another shot in the WNBA, and whether Chicago made a mistake by letting her walk. With the Sky's offense sputtering, the contrast between Carter's productivity overseas and their struggles at home feels especially sharp. For Angel Reese, patience is running thin. Known for her fiery competitiveness since her college days at LSU, Reese has always been outspoken about her desire to win at the highest level. After enduring another grueling season filled with losses, she finally put her frustrations into words. Speaking with the Chicago Tribune, Reese issued a blunt assessment. "I'm not settling for the same expletive we did this year. We have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me." Her comments make it clear that she wants the Sky's front office to be more aggressive in building a winning roster, while she acknowledged that her preference is to remain in Chicago long-term, even expressing a desire to play her entire career with the franchise. She also left the door open for change. If the organization cannot deliver improvements, Reese said she will have to move in a different direction and do what's best for her career. That statement resonates as both a warning and a plea. Reese has quickly become one of the most marketable young stars in women's basketball, drawing massive fan interest and media attention since entering the league. Losing a player of her caliber would be a devastating blow for the Sky, both on the court and off it. Chicago's front office faces a critical offseason. After back-to-back years of missing the playoffs, the franchise has tough questions to answer. Can they build a competitive roster around Reese before her patience runs out? Will they try to bring in more veteran leadership or double down on developing young talent? Could a reunion with Carter or a similar high-scoring guard be in the cards to fix their offensive woes? The Sky's struggles are not happening in a vacuum. The WNBA has become more competitive than ever, with powerhouses like the Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, and Connecticut Sun setting a high standard. Teams that fail to keep up with talent acquisition risk falling further behind, and Chicago's back-to-back disappointing seasons illustrate that reality. Despite the tough season, there are still reasons for optimism. Reese has continued to grow as a player, building on her reputation as a relentless rebounder, gritty defender, and emotional leader. She has the potential to be the cornerstone of the franchise for years to come, but only if the organization shows her they are committed to surrounding her with the right pieces. The Sky's immediate future will begin with their final 3 games of the regular season, starting with a home matchup against Marina Mabrey and the Connecticut Sun. While these contests no longer hold playoff implications, they do provide Chicago with a chance to finish the season strong and set the tone for what comes next. For Reese, each game is an opportunity to prove why she is one of the WNBA's brightest young stars, and also a reminder to the franchise of what is at stake if they fail to support her ambitions. The 2025 season has been a sobering reminder of how quickly fortunes can shift in professional basketball. For the Chicago Sky, missing the playoffs again highlights both the consequences of past decisions and the urgency of future ones. For Angel Reese, it underscores the fine line between loyalty and ambition. She wants to win in Chicago, but her patience has limits. As the offseason approaches, all eyes will be on how the Sky respond. Will they take the bold steps necessary to rebuild around their young star, or will hesitation and missteps push Reese toward exploring new opportunities? The answer will shape not only the trajectory of the franchise, but also the future of one of the WNBA's most talked about players.